Hi everyone, welcome to Money Tree Savings. This is Reba, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you being here. And I was just wanting to share with you today the daily minis that I do. So we'll do that, and then my weekly savings that I do, the ones that are part of monthly savings that I do each week. But we will start with the daily minis, and I have kind of a hodgepodge of ways that I'm doing this right now because I'm just practicing some different things and learning as I go, but I wanted to try something a little bit different today. I have these Mau cards that I was using just kind of as place cards for either 50 cents or $1, but then I thought, what if I used the actual number to represent the value? So I pulled out these cards, and I have 3 3s for 9 and then a 1 for 10. So that represents 10, either $10 or 10 50-cent pieces for $5. And then I have the, got them out of order, 4 2s, which is 8, and then 2 more 1s, so 9, 10. So this represents $10 or $5 if each one is 50 cents. So I'm going to use these because the way I have it in my mind is that what I will do is put these cards down and then let the number, it's kind of like rolling a 3-sided die where the card is either 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to put the cards in, and for this first round, for my $1 minis, I put in $10, so each of those values is worth 50 cents. So if it says 1, it's worth 50 cents. If it says 2, it's $1. If it says 3, it's $1.50. So I'm going to give that a try today, just see how it goes. So I'm putting in the $10, and I have $10 worth of values in these cards here. So it's kind of combining the prop money and the dice at the same time, if that makes any sense. So we'll see what happens. So I'm shuffling them up so that the values will be random, and based on the last time I played, I'm starting on envelope 2, so I'm going to just give that one card, and we don't know yet if that's a 1, 2, or 3. I hope that makes sense. I hope this isn't too confusing. So I'm going to give this one card, and I'm going to give each one card, and then go around till I don't have any cards left. I believe they'll all get 2 except for 2 of them. So that one is for number 6, and then I'll come back to number 1, gets a card. Then number 2 is getting its second card. Number 3 is getting a second card. Number 4 is getting a second card. And number 5 is getting a second card. So the ones that only got 1 were 6 and 1. And I'll just move my marker to 6. And if I started there next time, both of those would get 2 cards. And so on. No, 6 still wouldn't, but different ones would get 2 cards. Okay, so let's see if this works. So envelope 1 got 1 card, and it was worth 1 50-cent piece. So I am using this click art pen from Zebra, and it's number 6 brown. That's what I'm using today, and we're going to color off 1 50-cent spot based off that one there. So how's everybody doing today? It's Wednesday, midweek. So another reason I'm doing this is because these are so cute. Just to see the back of them. Well, they're cute on the back of them too, but they're just too cute, and I just wanted to look at them. So now I have a 3 and a 2 for envelope 2. And, oh, I forgot to say, this one was from Keeley Creations, and I purchased that set on Etsy. This one is from BudgetYourLife.com, and it was a freebie on Eva's Coffee Shop. So it's Eva with Budget Your Life. This is one of hers. I'm going to turn over the ones I've done. So this one is getting 5 50-cent pieces. So each starfish is $1. So go 50. I'm going to count the number. So that was 1 50-cent. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 50 cents. So $2.50. If that makes sense. That's what I did. Okay. I'm going to just put them in here. So that's that one. Got $2.50. This one also got $2.50 because every 2 is $1. So 1, 2, 50. And so we'll mark off 250. We got the 50 here. And this cute little autumn kitty is from Anna Banana Budgets, a freebie on her coffee shop. That was 50 and 1, 2. All right. And I will link everybody below if you want to check out their coffee shops or their Etsy shops if they have Etsy shops. And another one for 250. So that seems kind of strangely spread out. I don't know. Okay, so we got 50 and then 1, 2. So we're finishing out this one from Dawn at Dawn Sunrise Budgeting. This fall mini. And let me see what I have here in my extras to replace that. I have another one from Dawn. So we'll put this one in its place. And each leaf will be $1. And since this ended exactly at 250, we'll start this one fresh next time. And again, this is a freebie on her coffee shop with Dawn Sunrise Budgeting. So we'll start that one, and we finished this one. So for $24 on this $1 mini, and I'll pay that out at the end. I'll just set that aside. And we've put in the replacement. So this one got $1.50. So every 2 is $1 since they're 50 cents each. So we got $1.50 here. So I'll finish off this butterfly for 50 cents and color in one of these dollars. There we go. I'm going to try really hard to do a faster video today because my son gets off the bus before too long and I need to be done by then. So that one got $1.50. So we will click right along on this. And then this one got 1 card and it was one little 50-cent piece. Both of the ones got a 50 cent. So this one will get 50 cents to finish off that heart. And we have $1 left. And this one is from Cash Stuffing Canadian Jen. And it was a freebie on her coffee shop. And I didn't mention this one. It was from April's Fresh Start and a freebie on her coffee shop as a thank you for her toothpaste. I'm not sure if that's subscribers, but I assume so. Okay, and then we would start on this one next time because that's where we ended. So that's what that looked like. I don't know how you feel. Oh, I need to cash this out. Let me know what you think. If that was just too confusing, just let me know. And because it does kind of make sense to me, but I don't know if it would make sense to everybody because sometimes I confuse things. I like things to be kind of unique and different. So it's $20 there, and then I need 4 more. Just pull out the whole thing. I'm going to cash out this 5 for 2 2s and a 1 because I need $4. So 24 going there. And the rest of this goes back in the bank. Okay, so that was my $1 minis. And then we'll flip back here to my $2 minis. Okay, I keep trying to get to those $2 minis before I'm really ready. Okay, let's finish this first. The $24, we need to mark that down. 24. Today is 12/17, I believe. Whoop. Yeah, 12/17, 25. Came from step 1, $1 mini. That's going to step 2, and we have to roll our 2-sided die to see which one it's going to go to, whether it goes to, in step 2, it's going to either go to peach or purple, and it's going to go to peach because it was odd. And that just tells me which binder I'm going to put it in, and that's where that money will be played next. So this $24 will go there. And let's clip that together. Okay. All right. And then we're going to repeat the process. And see, I didn't have to roll die because the value on the card represents 1, 2, or 3. Represents the dice. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to reshuffle these, which are not all facing the same direction. I'm going to shuffle these, and I'm going to distribute them now onto these $2 minis, which I also still take out of the binder and set out instead of... Okay, I'm going to take those out of there. And I have to put in the 20 to pay for the prop money, or these prop coins. So I'll put that there and lay these out. And the same thing will happen. We'll get 2 on 4 of them and 1 on the final 2, but then these will go first, so hopefully that all works out. So if I just do this, because each one has a different number, each one got 1, and then these first 4 will get a second one. And then I'll start with this one next time. And this one will go into spot 2. And so that way they'll rotate through each one, getting more opportunity for more numbers as it goes. So let's see what this one got. Got 1, and now this represents $1. And there's $20 worth of numbers in here. So $1, and these are $2 each. So I can just cross off half of a little shoe heel on this one. And this was from Budgeting with Amanda, a freebie on her coffee shop. And so that's that one. And then this one from CreativeInkScribbles that I got on Etsy, also got just $1. It only needed 2, but we'll keep it around a little longer. It's kind of cute. And kind of like having like this different amount on the little chicken and the eggs. Chick. Okay, so that just got the $1 for that foot, and we just got one more foot to go to finish off that one. I think we'll finish off a couple next week, but we may not finish any this week because those were the 2 I thought we might. Oh wait. Yeah, they both got $1. I was like, did I not even turn that over? Because I'm so used to counting the backs of them and not adding them together. But both of those were just $1 each, and that's what I marked off. Okay, so this one's getting $3. And these are $2 each. So I can color off one of them for the $2 and half of one for that $1. Okay. And this is from Kimmy's Budgets, and she's Bayesian Girl Budgets on YouTube. And this was from her Etsy shop, a little travel mini set. Okay, and then this one from Anna Banana Budgets. Anna was a freebie on her coffee shop, and it's getting $5 today. 3 and 2, so 5. And each of these are $2, so 2, 4, 5. This might work better if you were working with more money, so you had more variety in the numbers, but I kind of like it. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep doing it this way, but so far I think it's working okay. And that one will go there into spot 4. And then we have this one from Pink Plum Budgeting. Miss Vicky is a freebie on her coffee shop, and she's getting $5. So we'll color in $5 worth of snowballs here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there we go. And then Carmen, the Humble Budgeter. This was a freebie with my Etsy order from her, and she's getting $5. It's interesting that the 2 and the 3s keep showing up in the ones that had 2 cards and the ones that had 1 card, but that's just the way those cards landed. So instead of dice determining, I'm letting cards determine. That's kind of how that's working out. So it's $5. Each one of these is $2, so that one completed that one, and then we have 4 more, so we can do 2 whole leaves with those other $4. And that's that. So we didn't complete anything for the $2 minis today, but we did for the $1. And we made progress on the $2 ones. I bet we'll complete 2 of them next week. So And then these, I don't need a marker because the way I put them into the envelope resets the order so that the one that was last to get the most is in the front. So those two are in the front. Okay, and so that is my daily minis. It did make it go pretty fast without the rolling, but I don't know if I'll want to keep doing it that way or not. We'll see. And this was going to the peach binder. Let me just, whoa, I think I have time to go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and put this in the peach binder. So what I do with these is they move on to the next step in the process, and I put the challenge in the back of this envelope that's in the back of here. And then this $24 will get added to the money that's ready to be played in this binder the next time I do this step. So that $24 goes there, and now this is up to 20, 30, 40, 50, 64. $64 is in here ready to be played next time I play a step 2 binder. So that's what's happening there. And we'll just set this aside now. And I wanted to go into one of my step 4 binders. This is got some of my monthly challenges, weekly challenges. I don't really know what to call it. I'm having a hard time with that, but I call it weekly because I do it every week, but I do a lot of things every week, so that kind of doesn't make sense. So it's more like monthly, annual kind of savings, time blocked savings. So this one is kind of making me sad nowadays, but you take your favorite team, football team, and track their score throughout the years each week. And then I also added in a win gets a bonus $10 and a loss gets a bonus $5. And my favorite team is the Chiefs, has been since forever, way before the winning streak. I was there supporting them through the tough years. So I will keep supporting them, and just sad that we're out of the postseason, but that's okay. We will survive, and I just hope that Patrick will be okay. That's the main thing. But anyway, the last week they scored 13 points, so I put in $13, and they lost, so I put in another $5, so that's $18 that needs to go in here. But first, I have from the Ready to Play envelope back here, I had $344. I took out $150 to use today, and I'll leave the rest in there for a future time. So I have this $150 that I took out of there, and I need to break it down. And I can take these out of the way. So I got my new, I got my new channel name printed from, Keeley Creations, Nicole. So I got this, which is so pretty. And then I got my little money tray. I wanted one that was smaller that I could kind of just have in these smaller spaces. So I'm going to start by breaking down this 50 and 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 45, 47, 49, 50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. And I took a 50 out of here. So I'm going to start with that and see where we get to. So I need 13 plus 5, 18 here. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 to go in here. And let's see where that brings us for the year. All right, so saving the score and the game result so far for the year has 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 90, 4, that's 400, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 428 saved in here so far. That's pretty cool. All right, I think I can change this for a 50. Because I need some 20s over here. So I put in 2 20s and a 10 for another 50. And whoops. getting crazy here. Sorry. Got everything all out of order. Okay. I think I'll break down the 2 5s for a 10. I have a lot of 10s, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it like this. So that's where that stands for now, and we'll see what happens in the next football game. We'll keep adding to this till the end of the year, and that goes in there, and I put that in every week. And then every week I'm putting $10 in here. Not sure why, but that's what I started doing. And then I color off 2 footballs because I made them 5 each, and just saving some football season money. So color in 2 of these footballs, and that completes that. And then the $10 will go in, and it's just kind of saving $10 every week until the end of the football season, which if we finish all these footballs, we'll have 200. And I think this goes into the playoffs a little bit. So we have 1, 100, and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 150. So I'm going to drop off those 5 10s and grab a 50. So we're at 150 so far, which feels like 15 weeks and might not be right. I'll double check that and see if I missed something somewhere. Was that week 15 that we just had? Maybe it was. So that's where we're at for that. And then what I have in the back here is some of these that are like monthly minis that I liked, and so I added into this binder. And this one is seasonal. The winter one was a part of and I think I wrote it down because last time I didn't remember, and I think I wrote it on here. It was part of a mystery pack from WildHousePrintsCo off of Etsy. And I thought it was really pretty. It just came with like a mystery pack of items that they didn't cut the way they wanted or something, so they sold it in a group. So that was fun. I'm going to come back to that one kind of toward the end. And then this one is from Savings Creation Co. that I got off Etsy. And this December saves 95. And so I think today I'm going to do 18 and 8 is 26. Yeah, I think, well, I don't have any ones. Do I have any ones in here? No. So, I don't have 2 4s. Maybe I'll come back to that one after I do some more. I'm going to come back to this one. Maybe I'll get some better change whenever I do some of these other ones. We'll see. I don't know. That one doesn't have any ones either, but I'm a little bit ahead on this one. I usually do $15 each week because it's $60, and so in 4 weeks then you have it covered, and I'm a little bit ahead. So I have 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I would have 15 for next week. So I think I'll do that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And put in 10. And then that brings this one to 20, 30, 45 out of 60. 45, and so it needs 15 more. And we'll catch that next week. And then for this one, has a 2, has a 4. I think I'll put in 6. Yeah, because I have 6 and 6 left. So I'll do this 5 and 1. 5 and 1 for 6, and then I have 6 left for next week. And I'll put in a 10 and take 4 back, and that will give me some more 2s. So that brings this one, which I don't really know for sure how much this saves. I did, like, this was part of a box challenge, and I used the cards from the box challenge and the rules that they said. Like, it said save an odd number, then I did my random get a number and got an odd number, so, and then just filled in the circles to match what the cards said. So That brings this one to 35. So I'm not real sure, I didn't add it up at how much that will save. But I guess 41 because there's 6 more on there. So that's that one. And then this one saves $70. And I was gonna, I believe, put in another 20 on this one. Because right now we're sitting at 35. 20 would be 55. And that would leave 15. So yeah, I have plenty here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in a 20. So 5, 10, 15, and 20. So we'll drop 20 in here. Let's see what I have. Yeah. So I'm going to take a 50. Whoops. Take one of those 50s I still have there and put back 30. And that will be 20. And that brings us to 55. 10, 20, 30, 40, 55. And that is correct. So we have 55 in here. And that takes care of that one. And then we have this one that's a roll and save, but that was marked for December, so I put it in here. So let's see what we're going to roll using my random cards. This one is a D4. So we'll just roll a D4 and see what we're going to save on this one. $4. This one has been pretty low this time. It was pretty high in November, I think, but maybe I'm remembering it wrong. So there's $4. And then let's go again. So a 9, and that is an Alice card instead of the National Park cards. And the 9 on the Alice cards is one of my Mau cards. So this is set 1 through 9, and it has a +2, it has some +2s and +4s in here, but the deck is 1 through 9. And I have 4 of each number, 1 for each color. So that's what's in this deck. And we are getting a 6 today. So we'll put a 6 here from that one. So I'll put those $4 back and take a 10. And let's see what that gets us. Well, we can definitely put these 2 10s back and take a 20. 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't have any 1s, so we're just going to leave that like that. All right, let's go back to that first one and see if there's anything we can work out that doesn't need a 1 after it's done. 10, 26, 2, 4, 6. I can do it now. 10, 20. So here's 26, 18, 26. So we'll mark off the 18 and the 8. Now we have 26. And we can also cash this in and take that other 50. So with what was here before, we can put in the 2 20s and a 10 and take this other 50. And let's see where that has us for this challenge so far. We have 50, 60, 65, 67, 69, 71. 71 out of 95. So we should finish that one up next week. And those are all the ones that I just kind of have in this gray binder, which is what my step 4 gray, which keeps getting a lot of money, and I keep saying it doesn't need more because I took 150 out and I still have 60 left of that 150 that I haven't played. Oh, I was going to put more in this winter one though. But there's still a whole bunch more back here for future weeks. And that's fine because then I don't have to worry, you know, I'll have the money to play in future weeks. So far this one has 20 in it. We marked off 20 last week. And this saves 150, but it's over the winter, so over 3 months. I have 60 here. So I'm wondering if I should just go ahead and save that much. I might just do that. Let's see. Well, we have a 20 here. So my options are save the 60 or save the amount that I want and put the rest back in that back envelope to use later. So either way, it's probably going to end up in here. So might as well maybe mark some of this off. So that was 20. I can do these two 15s, 15 and 15 for 30. There's 30. And now I have 10 more, so we can mark off a 10. Go ahead and mark off some of these big numbers while the money is sitting here waiting to be played. Might as well. So we'll go ahead and just put the rest of that 60 in here, which brings us up to 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80. So we're sitting at 80 for this challenge. And I think I will take 2 20s and 2 5s and put a 50 in here. So there's the 80. And I just have all of the seasons in this pocket right now. I'm just keeping them together for now, and then I'll take it out at the end of the month. So that's all of the things that I do on my, I'm going to call it monthly. I've been calling it weekly, but this is basically monthly. It's designed for monthly savings, since all these say December and this is December, so that's monthly, not weekly. So I'm going to start calling this monthly. And I have lots of plans for what could be in here for next time, which includes not just monthly things, but long-term things also, monthly and long-term. Maybe that's what we should call it. I don't know, but that's what that is. It's all a work in progress. Everything is, and as a reminder, step by step. Oh, here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everything's falling over. Okay, as a reminder, real change, enduring change happens one step at a time. Just keep moving and you'll make progress. And it doesn't have to be big steps. It can be small steps. Just keep making steps. And I appreciate you watching me take these steps toward my savings goals. And I'll keep trying to share along the way my ideas, and let me know what you think. I appreciate any feedback. If you want to follow along and subscribe, I'd love to have you. And as always, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye.